obviously, it's nice to get a little break, go back home. But I was also looking forward spending time with the boys, be on the pitch again, do what we love. So it's been very fun. Yeah.
Uh, Pablo told us last week after the fitness tests and
Mm-hmm.
sort of a revamp beep test that he put you guys through
Mm-hmm.
that the guys came in very fit, very
Mm-hmm.
strong. Was that kind of a focus during a little bit of a layoff of like, hey, don't lose your games. Like this isn't a vacation.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow. I'm sure you had individual
Yeah.
plans and that
We
kind of
did.
thing.
Yeah. We like you said, we did have individual plans. And after the Minnesota game, he obviously mentioned that we had a very good start to the year, and in order for us to continue that success, it's very important that we come back at a certain level, so we don't have to waste time, just running around and building that fitness. So I think, like you said, yeah, the boys came back fit, and so we could focus more on the football side really, rather than conditioning.
Has there been something in particular that focus wise about kind of getting better in a particular area for the second half of the season?
So far we've touched on all the phases of play. I think we're gonna get deeper into that the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
You got a couple scrimmages coming up,
Hmm.
and then there's obviously that Burnley friendly and that kind of thing. Are you excited to see somebody else after a week and a half, almost 2 weeks of going against your own team?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously nice, to get a run and see how the guys are doing, how we as a team are doing, especially, going against the teams who, we're gonna face. I think they're good opponents. I think Nashville is doing very well. Are they first on their side?
Yeah, first or second? I think they're first.
Either
Yeah,
way, I
yeah,
think they're doing really well
yeah.
this
Top
year.
of the East.
So I think it's going to be a good matchup. Obviously, it's the first preseason game for both teams, so there will be a lot of rotation. But either way, it's going to be a good test. And then obviously, like you mentioned, Burnley. We're going to play Burnley. It's going to be nice to play somebody other than MLS team. And then in between that, I think we go to Minnesota. Again, it's always tough playing these guys, especially over there. So will be a good couple tests and nice to see how we do against these guys.
And then I got to ask you about the one tournament that's going on right there.
Yeah.
We're allowed to say World Cup. I think that's not trademarked by FIFA.
Yeah.
Has anything surprised you or anything kind of jumped out to you about this tournament?
It's just how nice the World Cup is. I think after every 4 years, you tend to forget, and people are saying, "Oh, it's going to be in the U.S." and there's, trouble with getting people in and whatnot. But I think at the end of the day, it's just a good celebration of football, and it's just so nice, to see the scenes of, where people gather and watch together. Whether it's in the U.S., whether it's back in Germany. I've seen videos from Bangladesh where there's just so many Messi fans. So it's like just fun to see people celebrating football.
Yeah, I saw some photos from Mexico City last
Yeah,
night after Mexico's
yeah.
game
At
around
the
Angela
the
Independencia.
Angel. Yeah. No,
Absolutely
exactly.
incredible.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. So I think it's so cool to see that.
Uh, be honest, if I ask some of your teammates, will they be real with me? How unbearable are you right now with how good their mind shot's been?
Um, it's only the group stage, and the problem is if Germany goes through as first and France goes through as first, we'll play each other in the round of the 16, the second round.
I think you guys are on the same side of the bracket. Yeah.
So yeah, the first game I think we're gonna play against some team we can manage, Germany, but then after that's gonna be France, and I just don't see it right now.
The,
I
the,
mean, I hope, but you never know.
the tournament starts in the round of 16.
Basically, I mean, with 48 teams now, I'm not saying these teams are bad, but
No, but when you're a top 10 team like Germany,
yeah,
yeah, absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely, I love it.
How surprised were you when you saw Germany's group going in, and what were your initial thoughts?
No, I always thought it was a good group. Some people were saying it's a bad group, but at the time when it was released, Ivory Coast was the reigning AFCON champ. Ecuador was second in the South America qualification. So it was obviously going to be tough. Curacao obviously is an outlier here, but they've done well against Ecuador. Um, so my initial thoughts were it was going to be tough for sure. Um, I'm very happy that they got the late win against the Ivory Coast. I thought they looked good against Curacao, and they're going to play later against Ecuador. I think 1-0, 2-0 win would be very good.
How was the environment around your family and friends with the 7-1 win over Curacao?
Yeah, we were watching it together in Germany with my friends, and I think we're very happy. The last two World Cups, it was Germany going out in the group stage was pretty bad. Um, so I think we're just very happy the way they started the tournament. I think it's good for their confidence. Um,
Was it
yeah.
cathartic for you as a German to have the team
Just-
just come out swinging?
Is it what?
Relieving.
Yeah, relieving.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because like I said, the last two World Cups, it was. I mean, it's a disaster. Honestly, if Germany doesn't go through the group, it's very bad. So it was very nice to see the 7-1. And I feel like with that win, now that 8 of the 12 third place teams go through, it was basically, I feel like, a guarantee that they weren't gonna go through with that 7-1. So, yeah.
And someone with your soccer IQ, or you're such a student of the game, has any performance from any of these national teams really surprised you in some way?
To be fair, positively or negatively?
Either.
I've been, obviously, as somebody with a little bit of a Turkish background, extremely disappointed by Turkey. I'm positively surprised by the US. I thought so far Ecuador didn't look that good. South Korea, I thought was not looking good. I feel like the whole Mexican group, I don't know. I'm not saying it's rigged that the US and Mexico have bad groups, but so far they haven't looked that good. Yeah. I think I'm positively surprised by the like super small teams, the Cape Verde, Curacao. I think they've been doing well. At Curacao almost won against Ecuador. Yeah, I thought those two were very good. I mean, Cape Verde, if they're gonna get some points against Saudi, they might go through in a group with Spain and Uruguay. That's crazy. So yeah, some positive surprises, some negative surprises.
Any thoughts on Sanabria and
Mm.
Uruguay?
I mean, obviously the 2-2 against Cape Verde is, I wouldn't say a disaster, but that's pretty bad for them. But I thought he was actually playing well from that group. But yeah, I'm a little underwhelmed by Uruguay. They have to watch out if they don't get points now against Spain, which
You think Wama gets another start?
I think he's shown well. I mean, he got the half and then the whole game, so I thought he's shown well for himself.